we're well past 6 o'clock on Friday evening now. I hope you're all well. I really do. I've got a bit of news for you, a bit about the channel, a bit about what we're doing tonight, a bit about the channel going forward, and I've got not so much a response, but a video on the back of something that somebody put in yesterday's comment section. They probably thought I would do a video on this, and lo and behold, I'm going to. It's just to let you know what goes into running the channel, how YouTube works, and more to the point what goes into running this channel. I know you'll think not much, it's just me talking to a screen, and to an extent you'd be right, but I'll give you an idea of what I do on a regular daily basis, and I'll give you an idea of what I get from it, up here, in my heart, assuming I've got one, and in my pocket. So it'll give you a couple of ideas. The downside is not many of you will see this. Maybe 30 of you, maybe 50 of you, if I'm lucky, maybe more. But it's worth it, because the 30 or 50 that do see it will probably be folk that watch me all the time and follow me off a cliff and watch virtually everything I do. And you're the ones I want to, not appeal to, but I want to put you in the picture of how things work, because you're the ones most interested in the channel. But I do know all the one, not so much bury my heart and bury my soul, I do know all the one telling you some truths and some own truths and giving an idea of what I do and don't do behind the scenes here. I do know it'll get seen by a lot more people as the channel progresses and gets larger, and it will get larger. It's going through the biggest slump ever these last 2 or 3 months, but I'll fight my way through it. I've got some ideas going forward that will. I've got some things that I'm going to do, and I know I can do things tomorrow that'll make things better, but the things I don't want to do, I don't feel comfortable doing. But anyway, let me tell you what's what first. Let me tell you what's coming out today. I've got 6 videos coming out. This way, you'll know what's coming out if you see this first, and you'll know what you want to tune into, anything or nothing. Right, the first video is the old Showbiz News, and Showbiz today is going to cover this morning, again this morning. It's also going to cover the drill rapper. I know it's not showbiz, but it's been in the media, in the news, the drill rapper, but I suppose he is showbiz because he was a rapper. It's going to cover again something else to do with loose women. It's a double-edged thing, that. Michelle Mone, Baroness Bra, and Johnny Walker. That's going to be the showbiz end today. Then we're going to do something with Manchester United's somehow win last night against Southampton. Then we're going to do something again to do with the grooming gangs, but more to do with a programme I seen this morning and the pillock within those programmes. Then we're going to do something about a young lady called Lily Phillips, who is determined to put Bonnie Blue in the shade. You might know about Bonnie, you might not know about Lily, but you're going to hear more about her in the coming days, I'm pretty sure. And we're going to touch on Alfie Haaland, not Alfie, that's his dad, Erling Haaland's new contract. And that'll be it. And then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to do what I call Scores on the Doors, the Razor feature. Now, we're well gone 6 o'clock. In fact, we're well gone 7 o'clock. Well gone 7 o'clock at night. I've got nothing done yet. I've got no recordings done. I'll give you an idea of how quick I can do them, because they'll all come out bang, 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 bang later. Although they do take a good while to do, but me downloading them isn't so bad. It's not as bad as some content people on YouTube, because they have a lot more content, they're a lot longer videos, they do a lot more editing, but they'll all come out pretty quickly. Now, I do something called Scores on the Doors. I have to visit 8 different sites to do that. I've not visited any of them yet, and it's gone 7 o'clock at night and it's on a Friday. This is how busy I am. Right, now let me tell you, that's what's coming out later. If you want to watch any of them, feel free. You can knock yourself out with all of them, none of them, whichever suit you. But what I would ask of you going forward, whoever you might be, if you're watching this channel, and if you subscribe to the channel, you know I never ask you folks to subscribe, to watch, to do this or to do that. But please, 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 I'm going to bang this home in the next couple of months when the channel changes a little bit in about 3-4 weeks time, because I'm doing something to change the channel up a little bit. When it does, I'm going to push more than anything else, clicking the notification bell. It's really, really, really important. So if you're a casual watcher on here, or you've watched because you really, really like one video, my concern is you'll never come back, because you'll never know I've done another video on the same subject, and that's what brought you to my channel. If you hit the notification bell, you'll always know what videos are coming out and what they're about. So if you've liked a video and you've subscribed to it because you liked it, or even if you've hated it but you want to berate me every time I do a video of this on the same kind of subject, hit the notification bell, you know you can come back on here when I do another video on the subject and either say, well done, Grumpy, or kick me to death, whichever suits you, whichever floats your boat. But if you don't hit the notification bell, firstly, you never know when anything's coming out, and secondly, you never know if you're going to miss a subject that you've got an interest in. So hit that notification bell, and you get to know what's coming out and when it's coming out, and you can revisit as and when you want to. Right, I've told you what we're doing tonight. Right, this is based on, I've got a paper here with all stuff on it. This is based on a message I got last night. One of the people in the comment section put a message in there and said, Grumps, don't mind me having a brew, I've not had one since about 3 o'clock. Past 1 in fact, half 1. Grumps, I love the channel, I follow it religiously, I watch most everything you do, but lately it's been crap. That's fine, everyone's allowed an opinion. This person said that from a good place, no nastiness in it whatsoever. I genuinely believe them. But if they were being nasty or otherwise, it wouldn't bother me. Honestly, it's what's off a duck's back. I take criticism, I take, what's the other word? When someone's trying to help me. You know the word, I can't think of the word. I say I've not got it all wrote down. Pointers, it's not pointers, but I take it all on the chin, and I take it all evenly. What is it? Not criticism, the opposite. When someone's trying to help you, you know what it is anyway, you know what it is. Sometimes this mind goes blank, and I don't know why it should, because there's not much in there anyway, there's plenty of room for me to think of the word. Not pointed, it'll come to me as I'm talking, the next couple of lines, it'll come out and I'll say it out loud to you, it'll come, it always does. So I'll take anything, I don't mind. There'll be a couple of people on here that'll love the fact that the channel is slow at the moment, and that it's struggling at the moment, which it is, and that the content's been crap. That isn't my fault. I'll more about that in a moment. Them same people do a thumbs down to every single video I do. If I put on there, isn't it great news that old Kate is getting out, she's in remission from cancer, she's fine, things are looking good, they'll do a thumbs down. If I say to you, it's absolutely fantastic, that gentleman yesterday that I put on the channel that you might not have seen, what a hero, he's donated a kidney to a young girl he doesn't even know, because it reminds him of his daughter who died of having a dodgy kidney. They'll put a thumbs down to that as well. They're just haters, I don't mind. I've got a couple of people that email me saying, haha, your channel's doing crap, I'm over the moon. They messaged that before it started to do crap more recently. I'm going to explain to you why it does crap. I'm going to explain to you about the contents I'm putting out daily. And I'm going to explain to you about what I do behind this channel to put the videos out. I think many of you will be shocked. Many of you will say, why pigging bother, I can't believe that you do. But I do. And I do it because ultimately I want to build a channel, and I will. And I do it because I enjoy it. It kills me, but I enjoy it. Right, let me go with content first. I think content let me go with YouTube and the way it works, because you probably don't know this. The way YouTube goes is thus. You need to put out content on a daily basis, and I mean daily, all the time. If you're a channel that puts out 1 10-minute video a day, or 3 10-minute videos a day, or 6 3-minute videos a day like I often do, you need to keep doing that. If you don't keep doing that, YouTube punish you. They stop pushing your videos. Now, they don't push a channel like mine's videos enough anyway to enough people, and I know that because I can go in anybody's house and I can put on the kind of stuff I like, and I don't come up. I just don't come up. If I was in that house for 3 or 4 months, I would imagine if I'm putting the kind of stuff I like, one of mine from time to time will come up, but nobody knows who I am. On my YouTube feed, if I go on my YouTube now and go all the way across it from start to finish, 2 or 3 of my videos will come up, but it's only because I've had myself on my own telly the odd time. As I've had myself, you know what I mean, I've watched. I only watch the odd thing if there's something I feel I need to watch. The same way the people that I follow, their videos are up all the time because I follow them all the time, so YouTube knows what I want to see. But I know in the past YouTube have pushed me to more people. If somebody's putting things up to do with, say, horse racing, because I do a fair bit of that. Not so much Manchester United because it's massively over. There's loads and loads and loads and loads doing that, and nobody that follows United knows that I exist yet. In time they will, although I'm not polished like all the rest. If I'm doing stuff maybe say regularly on, I'll make a subject up. Let's say Rod Stewart's are covering pretty regularly, then I would imagine deep in the Rod Stewart stuff, people will have me on their feed, and now and again people will click in, and if a few watch it, a few more get sent it, and more will click in. But what happens with YouTube is, when you're away for a while, even if it's only a few days, They don't push it to anybody at all. I know this because when I went to Tenerife for them 3 weeks, virtually every day I put something up, but it was normally just a daily thing about Tenerife. Well, that didn't make many people happy because they were used to different stuff by me, and the people that's just listening to stuff by Tenerife, many weren't watching it. Some watched them to start with and then probably got bored of them because they were a daily diary, if you like. But it wasn't showing pictures of Tenerife. It wasn't showing video of Tenerife. It wasn't doing food reviews at Tenerife. It wasn't showing you restaurants and menus. And there's loads that are doing that and they do really well. But because all I do is talk to you and here like this, mine don't as such, which is fine. But I want to keep content going. Now, when I moved house just before Christmas, I had a full week. I might have been 8 days off from YouTube, a full 8 days. Since I've come back, the numbers have tanked. The numbers have tanked. The views I'm getting are like virtually zero compared to what I normally get. The subscribers have died an absolute death. I've had this month's subscribers what I get in 1 month. I've not quite had in 1 week. That's how much it's died. And it's because people aren't viewing anything, people aren't seeing anything. And it's just because of YouTube. And I know it happens this way more now. I'm not the cleverest soul in the world. I ask certain YouTubers things when I've only met 1 or 2 of them, or I look at things online. But I know this is the case because when I look for someone like, there's a chap I follow that I like a lot called Dave the Suits. When I put Dave the Suits in my box there to look for his videos, over the last few days, nothing's coming up. I put recently uploaded and his stuff, and sometimes I still don't find anything. I have to go 8 or 9 things down. All the main stuff isn't him. Then I go down and I find something. That is because he's not put a video up for a week and a half. And because of that, YouTube are even punishing him in the searches. His stuff isn't straight there. Now, with someone like Dave gets over that because if he puts a video out on Saturday, because he's got lots of subscribers and offering a service, because I don't offer a service, I just talk to folk. When I say not offer a service, I do with some people. Some people love just watching what I do, love the way I spin things, and get a lot from what's happening in the media and whatever else from what I do, because they don't know a lot of things themselves, and they just, so I do something, but I'm not offering moving pictures to folk. I'm not offering food reviews and menus to folk. I'm not doing anything on electric cars or travel. I'm doing none of that. Dave, the Suit, actually is a racing tipster. I don't do any of that. But he's got lots of subscribers like I have. He's not as many as me, but if he puts a video up tomorrow, because he's offering tips, the people are waiting for the tips, even though he's not done anything for a week, because he's a great channel, and he's a great guy, and what he does is on the ball, and he charges nobody anything. People will watch his video tomorrow. If he puts a video out tomorrow, it'll probably get watched by between 1.5 and 3,000 people, and he's not had a video out for a week and a half. I'll put this video up tonight, it might get watched by 50 or 60, maybe not that. If I'm lucky, it might be 100. If the thumbnail is right, truth about YouTube or whatever else, some people might just see that and gravitate towards that. That may work, it may not. I honestly don't know. But folk that are offering a service and that have a following, people that follow them wait for them to put a video up because there's a service being offered, as in racing tips. I don't do that. So I do lots of videos about lots of different subjects, and over the course of things on a daily, weekly basis, I get a fair few views because of the volume I put out there. It's a volume-led channel, this. These times I've put out as many as 16 or 18 videos in a day. These times I've only put out 1 or 2, which is very rare. 6 are going out today. Lately, 5 to sort of 7 has been the norm these last 3 or 4 weeks. Before that, the norm will probably be 7 to 12. The reason there's been less going out isn't because I'm busier, which I am. It's because I've nothing to report. I've nothing. What's out there, I'm governed by what's happening in the media. I do stories about stuff to do with showbiz. There's been very little happening. A lot to do with showbiz is like scandal within showbiz. People like scandal. There's been no Philip Schofields for a good while. There's been no Hugh Edwardses. There's been none of those things, so there's nothing to report. I've done stuff on grooming. Some of it's gone down alright. I've had people calling me for jumping on a racist bandwagon and whatever. Nothing could be further from the truth. But again, I'm not going into that. I know the truth there. Me proper people that watch me know the truth as well. But again, I don't do as well with those things as other channels, because the other channels are well-known people who have 20, 30, 60, 80, 100,000 subscribers. I'm not far off 5. But of those 5, they're not 5,000 that are watching constantly. I wish they were. they've had 5,000 watching constantly, this channel would be thriving. Plus YouTube would be showing the videos to so many more. That's where I'm aiming for in the end, and that's where I'll get. But it'll take a while. But I can only put out there what's happening out there. Now, let me tell you what I'm earning. Not that you need to know, but I'm going to tell you. And let me tell you where I get my info from and what my normal day is here. The person that sent it today said, Grumps, the stuff you put out on was crap. I don't disagree. I'm not doing it any differently. I'm not doing it crap. He or she didn't mean that. What they meant was the stuff that's out there, a lot of it for them wasn't interesting. Now, for them, though it's not interesting, somebody else will find it interesting. But for me, even the bulk of the last 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks worth hasn't been up to the standard it has been before. Not as in what I'm saying and how I'm delivering it, not that at all. But that the news has been poor on all fronts with everything. I'll in a minute tell you how I'm earning, and then I'll tell you what I do on a daily basis. You'll die, you wouldn't believe it. Well, most folk won't believe it, but I'll tell you anyway. I mean, the most I've ever earned is a couple of £100 off one video. It was to do with grooming, as many of you know, and it went viral by my standards. Viral is over a few hundred thousand, I think, or over 1 million. Never went anything like that, but it got well over 100,000. I've done stuff to do with the same subject since. Some of them had 40, 50, 60 views, some have had 200. It's just how YouTube push it and how many jump on early on and how many give thumbs up and thumbs downs. I got lucky with that one, not with others. But I didn't do it to get loads of subscribers and loads of money or anything else. That wasn't the case at all. I just see something in the news and think I'm going to cover that. And I don't do it to be, what's the word, controversial. I don't do it to fall out with folk. I don't do it to gain pats on the back. If I think something needs covering, I cover it regardless of what it's about. It's just the way I do things. But this month, for instance, there was a month about 3 months ago, I didn't get paid anything off YouTube and I couldn't understand why it was. Mind you, it said I'd only earned about 55 quid for the whole month, don't forget folks, the whole month. And it was because I have something like a limit set. Anything under 65 quid I don't get, and it carries forward to the next month. So the next month I got about 250, 300 quid. This month I'm on 33 quid. I do all of this on a daily basis for 28, 29, 30 or 31 days, depending on how many days are in a month, for 33 quid. Do the math, as they say in America, 8 quid a week. I'm mad, you'll say. Yes, I know. But I'm not really. I enjoy doing it, and I'm going to carry on doing it. And I'm doing it for a reason. I'm doing it to build the channel up, and I'm doing it to earn off it in the end. And I will. To that end, I've got another way I'm possibly going to earn money. I'm going to come up with something. I've come up with something that in the next 2 months I'm going to look at kicking on. Might work, it might not, but I'm going to look at it. I've got a way of getting some more subscribers. Come up with something last night, because you're always trying to find new content up here, and you're trying to think of doing something else. I've come up with an idea that I think could be absolutely great, and it could get me some new people off channels that I follow, and I think it'll be good. But I'm not doing it just to get the people, although that is a part of it, I'm not going to lie. I'm doing it because I think it's a good idea, and it's something that I'm going to look forward to doing. Whether people want to get involved in that, I don't know. But this is what I do daily. I mean, I'm working full time at the moment, folks. I'm actually, you don't know yet, I'm going to go through all of this when I finish off the live story bit. Most of it's done, I've pulled it all back, it's not getting watched. Start this live story thing, and I'm thinking, why do something that 20 people are going to watch? Wait till people are back watching the channel and I'm getting new people on board, and put it out there and let people know who they're dealing with. So most of it's recorded, and I've got 2 more to do in there, and then that'll be it. I've also got something about somebody that owes me a good few quid. I'm going to chase that down. I think they won't pay it, so I'm going to air it on here. It'll make them pay it, because they won't want the bad publicity, although initially I'm not going to mention the name. I'm also going to tell you more about how the channel's going to go forward. I've told you on a few occasions there's somebody coming to the channel in the net. Well, I don't know when I'm going to bring him or her on here. I'm worried they'll get me closed down. They've got more, what could I say, more to the point views than I have, and more contentious views than I have. Could get me closed down, but they've asked them to come on, I'm going to let them. That'll be within the next couple of months. I keep holding them back. I've got lots of things planned, but this is what I do on a daily basis. Now, as I say, I've got a wife, her indoors, you know her name already, her indoors. I've got 3 kids, I've got 3 grandkids. No, they don't live here. I have got 1 kid with me, but he's moving on shortly. I've got a busy life. I've got work commitments. As I say, I own my own business. part owner of my own business, should I say. And I do this. This is what I do. This is what I fit in during the course of the day. This is the research I do before I put any videos out. I record, I keep saying tape, I record all these things and I flick through them all. Good Morning Britain, the BBC Morning News from 6 till 9. Morning Live, it follows it. The Jeremy Vine Show. The Storm Huntley Show. Lorraine. This Morning. Talk Sport, the Jim and Simon Jordan Show. I listen to bits of others, but that's the one I listen to. I'll tell you more in a moment. Loose Women. MSN on your laptop there. I've got that in so I can just flick to it. Metro News. The Sun, again online. The Daily Mail, online. The Daily Star newspaper, I buy that 6 days a week, Monday to Friday and also on Saturday. The Warrington Wolves website, because I cover rugby league but mainly my team, which is The Wire. The Planet Rock website, I do a lot to do with music, but I'm particularly keen on rock music. The Sporting Life, I do a lot to do with horse racing. The Sporting Life website. The Racing Post website. And then I go in my feed on YouTube and I go all the way along from start to finish and I see if there's anything on there that I want to have a look at to see if I want to bring it to recording. What I tend to find on there from time to time is something on GB News or Talk News. Is it Talk News? Because I don't watch any of those channels. I don't have the time. But if they have 5 or 6 minute clips on there with someone like, say, Jubes or Morgan, even though I'm not looking at them, people like that, if they've had someone on there, they've got a 6 or 7 minute snippet and I think, oh, that interests me, I'll listen to the 6 or 7 minutes, and if I like what I hear or don't like what I hear but I think it needs to be aired, I bring it on here on the channel, and if I don't bother with it. So they're the things that I do. I do all of that every single day, and I mean every single day, Monday through to Saturday, well, Monday through to Sunday. On Saturday and Sunday I also add the Daily Mail, the newspaper. Although I look at the Daily Mail website daily, you sometimes get things in the paper that are on the website and vice versa. I look at the Daily Mail for those 2 days because I feel over those 2 days it's the best paper in the UK. Regards of politics, I don't follow politics. I think, is it the Daily Mail? Is that? I think that's Labour backed. I think, I don't know which one it is. I don't follow the politics, but they have features and stories on loads and loads of different subjects. Even things like World War I and World War II and stuff that I found really interesting. And if I find any interesting story, they have a lot to do with movies and old movie stars. If there's anything interesting there, I read it and I bring it on here. So I do the Daily Mail on a Saturday and a Sunday, the bumper editions, they're thick. And then what else do I do after that? And then what I do, on a daily basis, I run a feature called The Scores on the Doors. It's a racing thing. And I look, on average, 6 to 8 different tipsters that offer tips online here on YouTube. Some of them that charge, some of them that don't. I look at them every day. Sometimes folks say to me, you've missed an horse there, it was a Rule 4. Or, you've said he's only had 2 winners, but he had 2 winners and an unrunner. I've missed an unrunner because, whereas I used to watch the videos of these 6 or 8 tipsters all the way through on a daily basis, what I now do is I just flick to the tips. Some of them put the tips on underneath the video, say what they picked, and I just do that. So I always get the results, but sometimes I miss a non-runner, sometimes, and so it's not ideal. So that's what I do on a daily basis. That is 7 days a week, and it's a lot, folks, and it's a hell of a lot. Now someone say, why do you bother? Well, I do because I enjoy it. Someone say, why would you do it for 33 quid? I think that's what it is this month. Well, I do because I enjoy it. I do it because I enjoy it, and I do it because in the end this channel will be a success. It'll do well. It's a success already. I've got nearly 5,000 subscribers. I don't know how I've managed that because it's just me in a should we call it recording studio or bedroom, whichever. It needs tidying up in here, and it will be in the next couple of months when I get sorted out in this house. It's just me talking to a screen, waffling about absolutely anything. No graphics, as I said before, no music, no editing, no nothing. A guy with grey hair and bags under his eyes who doesn't always have a shave, but he tries to change his attire on a daily basis. And that's all it is. But to my mind, that's what makes it different, because no one else is doing what I do. No one ever does 16, 18 videos in a day. No one covers the range of subjects I cover in a day or in a week. and probably even in a year. And at the end of the day, I've got people that like different subjects that follow those subjects. Some follow the showbiz stuff, and people say to me, why do you bother with that? 'Cause it's crap. Some follow the racing. Many have got no interest in racing. Some follow the subjects to do with like your grooming gangs and your politics and whatever else. Some follow the stuff I do with sexuality and gender. There's something there for everybody. But to the same token, there's stuff there that's for nobody. And the nobodies will look for something else that I do, or they'll look elsewhere. But it's an honest channel, it's a decent channel in that anything I tell you is the truth as I see it. I don't lie, bullshit or sugarcoat anything up, I just say it as I see it. Yeah, I put spin on lots of things and make things up and make a laugh at things. I mean, I did that the other day on here. I mean, I had two people, the Luke Littler thing, you know, oh yeah, hi Littler, I'm shouting over to Luke Littler, hi Littler, with my arm up on the copper felt me collar, hi Littler, and I'm saying hi Littler. I read it as a joke in the start, I thought it was funny, I thought, well, I'll get away with it, I thought, well, I'm going to, I'll do it. I've had two people saying, I don't believe you, I think you're making it up. I'm thinking, do them people not know me? I make everything up. As in, I don't make it, I have a laugh and a joke about things, that's what I do. Just what I do, but because I do it with a straight face, they think I'm serious. Get to know, I've got the most miserable face in the world. I can tell you the best joke in the world with a straight face and you would not know that I think it's a joke. Because I've got that face anyway. Unbelievable, man. We have a laugh on here, we have a joke. I'm going to try and do something to say in the coming months, which will hopefully raise me something whereby you, the viewer, will get involved a little bit more. Something totally different, that I've never done before, that nobody's done before, that nobody's doing. It might not take off, it probably won't. But I've got to refine it and I'm going to give it a go. But whether it takes off or not, that's up to yourselves, folks. If you're not into it, it won't take off. But I'll make this channel work, you know, whatever happens. YouTube aren't helping me, that's YouTube. But all I need is to get even more subscribers involved. I need to sort out thumbnails, I've been told that by 2 or 3 people. I'm going to sort that out, should have been done by now, but my daughter's going to come and show me what to do, because I am thick as the proverbial pig, S-H-I-T, because I am. But she'll come and show me what to do, and then from there it'll get easier. So the thumbnail's going to change. I used to have that thing on the wall in the last house about subscribers. That's going to be here. I've got a whiteboard, I'm going to put it on there, it'll always be behind me, because I don't like asking for subscribers and for this and for that and the other. You know I don't. You've been with me 2 years, some of you are nearly 2 years. I don't like doing it. Yet I've had people on there saying I should. In fact, the same person that said things last night said, why don't you push for subscribers? Everybody does. I said, I know, but that's because everybody does. I don't like hearing it when people ask for it, so I don't like doing it myself. But about once a month I do it. I don't think I've done it for about 3 months now. I should do, because I need them. He's dying. But I'll revive it, I'll get it sorted. This has been a really, really, really long video. I'll tell you what, there won't be many if we got to this. Maybe 50 people that might not watch this. Maybe. And if 50 do, I'll be surprised if more than 12 get to the end. If you do, well done. And by the way, the person that said that last night, it gave me a reason to give you this video. Honestly, don't worry about saying it. I know you didn't mean it from a bad place. Please do not think I've been offended, because I swear to God, I've not. But even yourself, I think I think you know I do a lot behind the scenes. When you listen to what I do, which I've just told you, it's a lot for anyone to do, especially a guy in his early 60s that's trying to run a business and a family. But I'm doing it, folks. I'm doing it. Earning does sees less of me, and sometimes it annoys her. Many times it's a good thing, because I do her head in. She keeps telling me I do her head in. And she does picking mine in. I'd rather be in here with you than downstairs with her indoors. No, I would, honestly. She's alright, really, but don't tell her I've said that. Don't tell her I've said that. Anyway, I'll leave it with you. I think I've gone through everything. I'm pretty sure I have. I need now to get some recordings done, because I've got, as I say, I've got nothing done. Absolutely bugger all. I've got 6 supper out yet. I'm going to rush through these tonight.